What's up guys, welcome back to another Geometry Dash video. In today's video, I am announcing my very first Extreme Demon as well as my 100th Demon in Geometry Dash. Now this Extreme Demon that I've chosen to do as my first one is extremely epic. I am talking super epic, so it would be unjust for me not to give it the most epic introduction ever, so enjoy.
One time, regret is putrid, but don't let it fool the powerful in you. Take flight and break through. I'm taking flight. I'm taking flight. I'm taking flight. I'm taking flight.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, Ikaros by Pavlaxan. I am super excited to jump right into this level. This level is very long and super fun. Oh my goodness. So this is an Extreme Demon, obviously, and this level is about 3.5 minutes long, almost. So it is quite long, but the difficulty throughout it is actually like pretty insane demonish. Like it's not really super extreme demon-y, and I think it's very, very possible that I'll be able to beat it. As you guys can see right here, I have put a lot of attempts into this level already. Practically all of these are practice mode attempts, so I've actually practiced this level a lot of times through, so that way I'm ready for it when I start streaming, hopefully. By the way, it's still not confirmed if I'm going to be streaming this level or just regularly recording it, but I will have that figured out within the next couple days, and for those of you on my Discord server, I will post an announcement stating what I'm going to do. So yeah, basically we're going to be going through this level in practice mode. I'm going to give it a few attempts in normal mode first, but after that we're going to go into practice mode, and I will be explaining the whole level as I go, but let's just jump right into it right now. Let's do it. Ikaros by Pavlaxan and many others. It is a mega collab and a super cool level, so we're just gonna give it a few attempts in normal mode right here. So yeah, this part is super fun right here at the beginning. You got some orb timings right here, like oh boy, you gotta jump like really late at that little indicator right there. Practically every single orb in this beginning part is a timing of some sort, like right here in this section right here, like this ball, like you gotta do like you gotta wait in that portal right there, and then that's a late timing. That oh boy, I held down the button right there. And then this red orb right here is a super late timing right there. And then this is also a late timing. There's a lot of timings in this beginning part, but honestly speaking, it's probably the easiest part of the whole level because it does get a lot harder down the road. Alright, yeah, just like that, you gotta hit that very late, and then there's a precise flying section right there, oh boy, then you gotta jump immediately through that transition, oh, and then there's a bunch of jumps right here. You basically jump at every area. You gotta jump as soon as you go into that ball portal, holy man. Alright, and then you gotta jump immediately right there. Oh boy, and then right there, there's some orb timings. This section right here, this red section right here is very difficult. A lot of timings right here. I just got to 12%. I don't know if I'm going to make any more progress on this, but I am going to head into practice mode right now because I'm done with this dilly-dallying. I got to show you guys this level, and I'm not going to do it in normal mode, obviously, so let's hop into practice. Alright, we're in practice mode this time. We're practicing this level right here. So I just got to admit that this first section right here is clean. Like, those effects on the bottom of the screen with the blocks, like, waving by. Yeah, those effects down there at the bottom of the screen are super clean. Like, oh my goodness. Alright, nailing that flying section right now. Alright, so we gotta jump right there, and then two UFO jumps right there, and then right here you basically just gotta spam the button everywhere. Like, you pretty much jump on every platform. Alright, and then, oh boy, and then right here, there's a lot of orb timings. Alright, so right here, these orb timings right here are very tricky. So basically, you gotta wait pretty far on the block to hit that pink orb, and then you pretty much hit that blue orb almost immediately. If you do hit it immediately, you'll fly up into those spikes, but you gotta hit it just a little late. And then right here, you hit that pink orb pretty much wherever you want. That one's not really a timing. And then this black orb, you gotta hit pretty early, but not too early. Definitely very tricky right here. Yeah, just like that. Alright, and then you gotta wait on that yellow orb right there, and then right here you gotta hit these two blue orbs super late. Alright, just like that, and then here's the hardest part of this section right here. I still don't understand this section at all. There's like so many spam parts with the orbs right there. Like, we're just gonna go through that again. Place a checkpoint right here, and like, you gotta like hit the button. Oh my god, and then you gotta like jump right there, but basically what I do is I just kind of spam the button. Like, I slowly spam. Like, I don't spam as fast as I can, or else I'd just jump into the spike, but like I kind of just like slowly spam right there, so that way I can like right here, like right here is where I'm talking about. You gotta spam like slowly on this black orb, but you can't do it too fast or else you just jump into that spike, but you can't do it too slow or else you jump into that spike. Definitely the jump that I understand the least in this level, that's for sure. Oh, just like that. All right, now we're flying. And then this is a hard transition right here. It just kind of throws you right into it, as you saw right there. I got to get ready for that. All right, and then this part right here is a lot of orb timings, like right there. You got to hit that blue orb. Oh, boy. I'm sorry if I'm, like, stuttering a lot. It's really hard to commentate in practice mode when you're dying constantly. Oh, that's a tight jump right there. Lots of inputs in this section. All right, but the second half of this section is much easier. It's just this... Like, that black orb right there is super hard. You gotta hit it way later than you think you should. Everything else in the second half of this section is quite easy, though. You can pretty much just hit every orb immediately. There are a few timings, but they're quite easy. So, big jump, and then you hit those 3 orbs right there. Wait on that black orb, and then you wait on that one. And then we got a crazy mini wave right there that looks way harder than it really is. But it's actually quite consistent. I find that it's pretty easy. You just go up, and then you do, like, 2 little taps right there. Like, big, little, little. Just like that. Big, little, little. And then you jump right there, and then you gotta wait on that yellow orb right there, and then this mini wave right here, this little transition right here, looks impossible, and it was impossible when I was going through it in practice mode first, but it's actually pretty easy. You just got to do like a tap, like a really fast, like da-da-da, and then you'll make it right through. Yeah, just like that, and then you gotta jump twice right there, and then it'll take you right through that ship section right there, and then you gotta hit these orbs right here. They're all pretty much timings, except you can line yourself up pretty easily as long as you hit, like, each of them in the middle, because they're pretty much all, like, right in the middle. Alright, there we go, just like that. That's how you get through the section. Alright, now this entire section right here is very easy. You just gotta pretty much, like, there's not really many timings right here. You gotta hit that green orb right there on the edge of the block, and then right here is pretty easy too. Oh boy. Alright, you gotta hit, like, the first orb right there pretty early right there, so that way you don't fly into the spike. And then right here, at the end of the section is quite easy. You just do these little UFO hops, and then hit that black orb right there. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Alright, you hit that black orb right there, and then just do a couple small jumps right here. And then in this transition, my game kind of lags, because the planet art is just too cool, so I'm just going to place a checkpoint after it. And then, oh boy, alright, so now the sync is lined up. You got to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there, like bam, 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 bam. Oh, you got to hit that yellow orb in the portal, like bam, 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 and then you do a little hop right there. And then this wave section, you got to drop down just a little bit, hold the button, drop down again a little bit, and then you got to hold way longer than you think you should, because you're going all the way up through here, and then teleporting up into here, into the cube portal. And I've died a lot of times right there, but just by not holding long enough, because I don't trust the level enough. This entire drop section right here is quite difficult. There are some very tricky timings in it, so this is probably going to be where I die the most deaths. Alright, 1, 2, and then you got to go up there, and then we got some precise flying right there, and then the spider part in Robot is pretty chill. You just got to do some small jumps, and then that transition you got to do like a, oh my god, I'm acing this in practice mode right now. Holy man, you got to do like a 1, 2 through that transition. I just aced that section, oh my goodness. Alright, and then the spider, you just go 1, 2, 3, 4. That spider right there is actually quite difficult, because you don't actually go with the song, because the song kind of goes like da 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 da, but you actually just go like da 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 da. Like, you don't actually do like a 1, 2, 3, 4. You do just like a 1, 2, 3, 4. So the song is kind of deceiving in that section. So you got to be ready for that and just kind of do a 1, 2, 3, 4 rather than a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. All right, and now we're flying. Then you got to just hit every single portal in that UFO section. Do a bit of ooh, this ship section right here is a little bit tricky, because you kind of just got to hold the button right there, let go, and then let yourself carry into that portal, and then hold the button a little more and go in there. It looks super tight because you only have 1 block of space, and it is tight, but it's pretty easy as long as you have that click pattern down. Yeah, just like that. And then this ball section, just jump at every arrow. You got to do like a double click right there. All right, and now this, oh, that's a bad checkpoint. Yeah, this part right here is probably the easiest section of the whole drop, to be fair. All right, let's place a checkpoint right there. So you got to do, so right here is quite tricky. It's very fast paced, and you kind of just have to trust the level and know when to click, because if you just look at the level and try and figure out when you're supposed to click, you're not gonna get it, because it's just too fast and there's too much going on. So what I do is I hold down this dash orb, and then I do 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold right there, and then you straight fly through there, and then that green orb right there before those two oh my goodness, I'm making it so much further than I'm intending to. But if we go back right there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold right there, and then all right, so right here you got to straight fly through there. You actually don't have to do that much straight flying or pressing, because you kind of end up like down here rather than directly in the center. So you can just kind of like hover tap the button, just like super tiny little light taps, and you don't have to do it for very long since you're moving so fast. And then right here you jump through here, and you got to hit this green orb especially late, and then you jump in this UFO portal and then the next portal. So this is a very difficult timing right here. I'm gonna die there a lot probably, just because you're moving so quickly and you're just thinking like, oh, the orb, I gotta hit that orb, but you're not thinking how late you gotta hit that orb. And it is also deceiving since there's a saw blade like right there, so you're thinking I gotta hit it early, but you actually don't. Yeah, right there. You just gotta hit it late. And then this little section right here is pretty easy. You gotta do a double tap with the ball right there. And then, alright, now we're into the chill section of the level. This part's pretty easy. It is a little bit crazy with the game mode switches, but everything is very clearly marked. Like, you just gotta jump there, then UFO jumps on all these orbs, go up, down with the spider, and then just more UFO jumps. Why am I dying there? Alright, not sure what was happening right there. You go down, up, and with the wave, and then this section right here, oh boy, it's crazy. So you gotta go, like, hit those 2 green orbs, and then we got this crazy upside down mini wave right here. It actually is a lot easier than it looks, but it still is very difficult. You kind of got to do, what I like to do is I like to hold, let go, hold, let go, hold right here, and you hold a little bit longer right here. So it's kind of like a bam, 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 just like that. And then you go up, down with these, and then upside down mini wave through there. You got to do like kind of like a double click right here. Like you hold down the button right here, and then you just kind of let go, hold. Oh my, I exited practice mode. Oh my God. Alright, place a checkpoint. So like right there with the UFO, you kind of do like a 1-2, 1-2, and the transition comes up on you very fast, so you got to be ready. But it's quite easy because in the portals, you just jump in each of the portals and then you hit the 2 orbs after the portals. It looks a lot harder than it is, but it actually lines up really well as long as you do that 1-2, 1-2 action right there. And then the rest of this section isn't as difficult, but this flying section right here, after this little jump right here, this flying quarter right here is super hard because you kind of have to correct yourself with the ship. You just got to do like a mini little tap just so you can kind of boop yourself up and then straight fly through here. Earlier, I absolutely aced this section, which is super awesome, but I'm definitely going to die here a lot. 1 and 2 and 3. All right, that's definitely going to get more consistent with time than 1, 2. And then right here is pretty easy. You just got to follow with the UFO, hit those 2 dash orbs right there, and then, oh boy, this flying section right here is a little tricky. Did I put that checkpoint in the bad spot? No, I did not. You just got to correct yourself. And then right in that transition, this is like the rudest transition in the entire level. You got to hit that green orb as soon as you go through. As soon as the screen starts clearing up, you got to hit that green orb right there. You can't just hit it immediately, which is nice, and I'm glad that it's not a timing and you wouldn't like hit that saw blade if you hit it too late or too early, but it's still like rude just to throw you in there with no indication. So right here you got to hit these super late, then jump immediately right there, and then we're flying through here, very tight flying, but I'm acing it. Ow. All right, that's pretty easy right there. Then this flying section right here, you got to be careful of that red orb on that platform right there, because you can actually hit that quite easily and you will just fly up into the saw blade and die and look like a dumb idiot in the process of doing it. Don't be surprised when I die there like a dumb idiot several times though, because I'm sure it's gonna happen. Oh, see, like that, like right there, I was like holding down the button, but the orb just kind of comes up and it's like, hey, hello, hi, and then it just flies me up into the spike of the saw blade, and then you just look like a dumb idiot. So after that, you got a precise jump. This jump on the ramp is really weird right here. It's quite a weird jump. You kind of have to like really time it like right on the center. Like if I just like jump like it's really difficult right there. Like let's see if we can get it. You do have to do it quite late right there. And then this UFO section's pretty easy, and right here you just got to time the jump in. Oh boy. Alright, there you go. You gotta time that jump so you can hit that orb. Then right in here, you just kind of gotta trust the arrows, because if you don't, then you'll definitely mess up. Like right here, it looks like you're supposed to jump like a little later than you should, but there is a tiny little spike right there. So you do actually have to trust the arrows, even if it doesn't seem like they're helping you. You have to jump right on the arrow. So this section's all about trusting the level right here. You just gotta jump on top of every single arrow right here, and then you gotta hit 2 invisible dash orbs right there. And oh boy, I actually didn't know you could do that by hitting the second dash orb too early. Bam, bam. Just hopefully you don't forget right there. And then right here is kind of a tricky flying section. It's very dark in this section, so it's quite hard to see where you're going. But if you just follow the arrows and move up and down with the level, then you should be good. And then right there, that blue orb right there in that transition is actually quite tricky. You have to hold down the button long enough so that you jump off the block under it, but then you have to immediately stop holding or else you'll just die in the middle of the transition. It's a very weird transition, and I still don't fully understand it. Alright, yeah, just like that. And then right through that transition, you gotta immediately go into that ball section. And then at this ship section, this transition is definitely a little bit weird because you're upside down as you go into the ship portal. Then you turn right side up for a moment before turning upside down again. And then you remain upside down for the rest of this mini ship. But the transition into this is super weird just because of the distance between each of the portals. So what I like to do is I kind of just like hover tap. I kind of like just like tap, 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 like super light taps, but I do a lot of them as soon as I go through here. And then right about here, I stop doing it. So that way I just fall right into this portal, and then I continue from there, and it makes it a lot easier for me for some reason. I don't know why. It's just a really weird transition, but that seems to work for me. And then we fly through here, and then this UFO section I still do not understand at all. The UFO just doesn't line up with the portals, right? So, and I'm trying to think, like, if I did a double jump somewhere with like the mini UFO, it would probably line up, but I just don't know where I could fit in a double jump. Okay, that actually seemed to work right there. I jumped as soon as I hit the pink pad. When I hit the black orb and I hit the pink pad, I did an extra jump right there, and that seemed to line me up for some reason. Alright, for some reason that works. Alright, now we're on to the very easiest section of the entire level. I know I said that the beginning was the easiest section, but this is also an extremely easy section, although for some reason I'm dying to very easy timings, but there's practically no timings in this whole level. You just gotta hit that orb a little late, and then on these jump pads right here, you just gotta do very light presses on the orb, so that way you don't hold down and fly way up. Gotta love that Coca-Cola right there. there. And for the rest of this, you just gotta wait a little on that jump right there. And then right here, this part used to trip me up so hard, but I actually figured it out. All right, so what you gotta do in this transition, you actually have to hit this blue orb in the mini portal very late. So if you hit it immediately, for some reason, when you hit this blue pad right here, you'll fly just into the little squarey spike platform right there. If we hit it late this time like that, then you, for some reason, can clear the gap. You hit that orb up there very late, and then you just do some precise flying right here, and then ba-ba-ba. All right, dip down a little bit right there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're taking flight in this last little section right here. This duel is insane, so we're gonna walk through it step by step right here. So we got to do a 1-2 click right here. So we would do 1-2, and then hold, press the button right there, hit that orb up there, and then you just kind of press the button to the song right there, press, and then you straight fly right there, and then you just go with the song right here, and then so so right up here, you got to do a 1, 2, 3, up, down, and then you got to hit those orbs right there. A bit of timing stuff right here. All right, there we go. I'm going to place a checkpoint right there. That's a very sketchy checkpoint. Yeah, that red orb right there is super difficult. You got to jump like way up into here. Then pretty much every single other orb you can just hit immediately up until then. Oh yeah, just like that. And then we got a UFO section right here. Pretty much 89% to the end of the level is quite easy. You really don't have to do any big jumps in this last section. It's just all little hops. Let's see if we can do it though. Okay, yeah, so there's definitely portals right there, and actually, I think I just discovered something that I didn't know, because I'm pretty sure there was some sort of jump pad on the block right here. Like, if after I hit this pink orb, if I just do nothing, yeah, there is an invisible pad right there that I just hit. Like, I didn't press a button after I hit that orb way over there, so I actually only need to do one press, and then right here, I think I only need to do one press because there's a pad right there, so that actually may make it a lot easier. So let's try it. So if I just... bam, bam. All right, that's way easier. And then this ending, just like that, easy peasy. On that last little spider part right there, you do have to hit the button a lot later than you think you do, but it's something that I've already gotten used to after all of my attempts in practice. But, yeah, that is Ikaros. I'm super excited for this level. It is so cool. And may I just say that this end screen is so cool. And also this end screen. Like, that dragon art looks absolutely sick. Oh my goodness, but I am super excited to play this level. Hopefully I can live stream it. But yeah, I am super duper excited to be doing this level. I think it's going to be the perfect Extreme Demon. I absolutely love the level. I know I've been talking about the gameplay and what to do throughout the entire time, but I do just also want to say that every single creator who built in this level did an absolutely astounding job. Pavlaxan, you hosted an absolute masterpiece right here, and I'm super excited to get into it. Hopefully I'll be able to live stream it and you guys can tune in, chat with me, and we'll play this level together. But yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys are ready to take flight with me. But anyways guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. There will be a link to my Discord server in the description if you want to go join and chat. But on that note, that is gonna do it for today's video, and I'll see you all in the next video.